Kwekwe asempa kania. Semenam na meti asempa na mamo amania na ma no kekame. Anyambia wati ANS Trading Agency Limited nka. Sa woka se door to door for no de na watwa. E sense obi ene wa say one was door to door business nim. Wo nneoma wo UK a wo de kwa Ghana. Ana say Germany a wo de kwa Ghana. 3 to 5 weeks ebekwa kodu nipa ne pono no say try. Na de mo demonstration ko say adwuma de we mu ne say wo mo bo no. E da form say boko. ANS Trading Agency Limited. E wo air freight special service. And onneoma ne ye de befa plane. Entintempa na akwa kodu. Obetima fa sa kwa we also the nneoma free Ghana akwa UK ana Germany. FAGG dem which na also agina ye na men drop bomb. ANS Trading Agency Limited pe and a 40 footer any 20 footer container. Ye for UK ediko Ghana ana Germany ediko Ghana. Omo manuoma ye mere import o export o dem there for you. Omo Ghana na money 0249 170 423. UK has over free 0790 802 7527. Germany 09173 771 2733. Ubenya ANS Trading Agency Limited. Our West Croydon ANS Trading Agency Limited. Quantum Brantem. Wana beboya baso. Maybe next time in your fill up from the bebro. Menu makwekwe asempa kania. Semenam na meti asempa na mamo amania na ma no kekame. Anyambia wati ANS Trading Agency Limited nka. Sa woka se door to door for no de na watwa. E sense obi ene wa say one was door to door.
That is say. The more baba abiexpress.com. Abiexpress.com de media ya de mo. I got a phone near Bagina, the Apua, no near the abiexpress.com. And then I want to hear free Ghana, and Africa, and Papua, and Saturday. Can tell me that I want to know the other who are party as Siana. Maybe I will be abiexpress.com. Yadia Papua, Yamano, Yadia Browa, abiexpress.com. Yadia Diamu, I mean, and then I want to share who are Europe abroad today, and now America, Australia, no one. Now that's Asia now here. Maybe I will be in Slokra. Everyone is on abiexpress.com. Now you will hear on Sabeka. abiexpress.com. Where they end your mo. abiexpress.com. Where they papa. abiexpress.com. Yet the Ghana and Swallow Richriho. Media let us say. The more baba abiexpress.com. abiexpress.com. The media ya your mo. I got a phone near Bagina, the Apua, no near the abiexpress.com. And then I want to hear free Ghana, and Africa, and Papua, and Saturday. Can tell me that I want to know the other who are party as Siana. Maybe I will be abiexpress.com. Yadia Papua, Yamano, Yadia Browa, abiexpress.com. Yadia Diamu, I mean, and then I want to share who are Europe abroad today, and now America, Australia, no one. Now that's Asia now here. Maybe I will be in Slokra. Everyone is on abiexpress.com. Now you will hear on Sabeka. abiexpress.com. Where they end your mo. abiexpress.com. Where they papa. abiexpress.com. Yet the Ghana and Swallow Richriho. Media let us say. The more baba abiexpress.com. abiexpress.com. The media.
Awe abusua memo akwa babra Ghana News TV so medin nana se 500 bobo na abusua hwe ye screen so na hu se Ghana mampani His Excellency Nana Dankwa Akufo Addo amane nsa so na wode ne nsa akere ewie mu na chese wakere se Misrimfo a yehu omo na yehu omo na bie mu a akere bie mu ana entrase ewo ho entrase nyina ne se Ghana mampani His Excellency Nana Dankwa Akufo Addo wone ne Vice President as you see an MPP4 representing the Ghana for Ntwaba Emano na Ome Ghana ye mampani His Excellency Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia na ene almost set record bi ewo wiase bi enya mada ni titiri ewo Ghana bakosemu ene sen won kiremu a ene wo mu gina omanamo so na wo mu aka yewura Dr. Edu Twum a wono ene hwe Ghana eye yadesua eso na one commission school mako adu otwe across Ghana nti nyankran ko a ena enye Kumasi nko a ena enye Western region ko a na emum across Ghana ha nyina ena omu gina omanam so na wɔn commission sa schools yi na make say no ade a we no wɔn kyerem say historic commissioning of 80 educational projects na wɔn say ansa na wɔn be mama witness no na ɛwɔ sɛ me nso me fa na me de kyerɛ mo na mo hu ne ɛkɔ so na we wɔn streaming across board na abusua senende di kan aba ha ohwɛ me a na wa subscribe na mama wa kwa aba na ne di kan curriculum te St Barnabas Anglican School eno 6 unit classroom block omo rehabilitate ye omo refurbish ye no omo betwa entuma ahoma mu sa nso na Lankwantanan Madina Accra STEM Academy eno 4-story building 28 unit classroom blocks and ancillary facilities eno eka ho bi na sa STEM school yi abusua ni wo video a edikan no His Excellency Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia a wono ene sisi an MPP ye womo opani ono na wodi esana nim no de omo akọ afi abato so no wode omo kọ na womo dikan na chese ya hwese Ghana fo beto aba ama womo a na abusua Yenkwe na yenkwohwe His Excellency Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia bra okopie mu ho bra na womo nsisi adwuma na so muguso a adwuma ne yenkwohwe ne a ekoso ewo ho edan no enie sisi a no unim se Ghana ha enkan no nanka ye school dan ne kala konkonte ne nkatenkwan me kire brown ne yellow no na sisi yi de wa chem se da bi saa de yi ade a ensese wo mo ma no toa so enu nti enam so ama edan a wo mo si a won ebepa ho ntomai wo kiremu a we no afibia no yesore a yesi school dan a na yesi ni se sebe edan flat a esi form ya boso nchensen ya slope ni nyina tema plan na afi wo ma slope ni sa no nka eno kra de nke ebeka so de ya slope ni sa eja ebefa ni sa na nso be wi ase no na school windows ahodo ya bubu no cupboard ahodo ya akromfo agbo awuramu asai mu niema nyina na we na opani cheze dabi wosesa Ghana ya education ani ama Ghana ya disua no ya koyese abrochirefo se ne ya na abrofo ma no omo nsuko school musua de edan omo timu boa omo ma omo timi sua de ko omo anim na cheze bibia ko na enkan no ntanu nti enenam so a ama sa project yi nyina no wode ne ho ahyem se da bi Ghana school no so sesani nti wo sesani ama aye krabehwe na abusua ohwe saa adan yi a Ghana mampani abedi echi His Excellency Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia ne yewura wopani osayadu twum eka omo tambo ano no mkopie mu wo ho adan East Legon ne wo Mami Lydia Hassan a wono ene emrahye bedwani a wo sampesua no so na wo se wo chiachia His Excellency Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia no sanso no manfo a MVTI school no wo mo kira de omu nyina abepi mu ho a wo mo welcome opani ede no abepi mu wo baby a wo mu si sa STEM school intabusua o hwe se opani enam ne kwan so a wo kɔ no tututata hwe wekese ho nyina omani age cause Ghana for na dodo na ye Ghana adwuma isi ya no de hwe MPP for so omode wo mo flag enam mu ye nim ze MPP aban na ye so we Ghana dia whether MPP NDC obi obebe bia no the fact say ade ne ye ade ye nika na wo se ye boa ma ne koso na ye fe ye nyina ye be support Ghana News TV so abusua yewura osayadu twum na waje ne crash helmet Ghana opani a opese Ghana fo nto abama no MPP etiquette so ye His Excellency Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia eneja wotie yewura osayadu twum anum asem no na wahwe ne a ekoso abusua yenko tie asem a yewura osayadu twum edeto Ghana ye mampani abedi echi abusua hu se workers na ni age omo bom se hwe abranti ni age we gado kita ni phone wo twa wo video ena wosan ye abusua yenti ye ro se ebitu.
So this is where the recycling area is, and we have a town block for kids that got high school. So you start from here. This side is 5 floors, and the other side is the rest of it is 4 floors. The kinder and primary school is on the ground floor, but all the way to high school. This is a community school, and this is going to exemplify that it is possible. It's very possible. So moving our school from 1970 to 2020, that's the whole mindset and philosophy. Yeah, so our life will be happy.
Enta abusua yewra doctor Osei Edu Twum na wone Ghana mampani abedi akire a wo pese Ghana fo nto aba ma no man be Ghana mampani His Excellency Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia womo eto STEM school a won say one day sesa Ghana education ani na abusua meka say no ade a dwumadie no ahyase ahyase nti mum yenko hɔ na yenko tie na yenhwɛ nea ekoso schools ben any schools ben na Ghana ye bepa ho ntoma na edien na ekoso hɔ ha Ghana News TV so message say indeed kan oba hwɛ na wa subscribe na wa share dia man medin na nasefa hwene bobo abusua sɛnea Ghana News TV yedin no ene yenye so no etie no kase Ghana News TV a na yakase positive news always nti no bibia eye ade a ede Ghana enkanko ebeba no eno nko a ene edi hodwuma busua me yenko na yenko hwe ne ekoso wadwumadie na se na we no wohwe school dan ni mu a STEM schools no na abusua yede mo to mu no STEM schools a omampani ene education ministry yo ho adwuma na eja yatumi aboa ama Ghana education akɔnanim no eno na yɛde ho videos kyerɛkyerɛ wo no enti mesro se ne ndidi kan aba ha wo hwɛn a na wasai na share de amayen we no ayade a yɛni asododo. I am so happy say ade we possible because this is not just a mere hearsay we ade a yenyina ye hwɛ bia yenyina ni ageme. I'm very happy say madi person abusia me enko na emfa enioma no ebi enkyerɛkyerɛw me ne wo yenyina yakɔhwɛ STEM school no awie network no na eto ne pakakra but mumie munra ho ne ntie ne ekoso.
With the arrival of the Minister for Education, Honorable Dr. Osei Edu Twum, let me crave his indulgence and of course the indulgence of all of you developed against the backdrop of education. And so not just any other education, but education that is pivoted on the key variables such as access, quality, and relevance. And so in line with these key variables and of course the broader commitment of government of Ghana to be able to use education as a drive to attain socio-economic transformation, the Ministry of Education has spearheaded a lot of transformation initiatives. Currently, we are going to commission 80 educational projects. The projects are being led by the President, His Excellency Nana Addo Akufo Addo, the Vice President, His Excellency Dr. Edu Min, and of course, the able and hardworking Minister for Education, the erudite, Honorable Dr. Osei Edu Min. They are leading this commissioning in all 16 regions of Ghana. And we are here to witness this historic moment. And I'm sure we are all happy to be part of this commissioning. The nature of the event will be that we will be picking some live feed from various centers. If you go to Pesempe, we have the regional minister doing some commissioning there. If you go to, for instance, Ashanti region, in Sewa, there is also a commissioning happening live there. If you go to a place like Bebieni, there is also a commissioning happening live there. And I mean, for the Minister for Education, his point has always been evidence-based communication. And so for that matter, we are not only going to list the schools that we are going to commission, but we are also going to provide live feed and provide an evidential basis for the commissioning. So once again, you are welcome to be part of this historic event. Today is a great day in our history as we commission 80 educational projects in Ghana. I'm sure it's unprecedented. Let's clap for the leadership of this country. On that note, I welcome Madam Aisha Koli from Wesley Grammar School to give us a spoken word performance.
We stand today to honor those who pave way for minds to grow, for futures to sway. Our education ministry, we salute you for building bridges to a brighter tomorrow anew. With every brick, with every beam, you construct more than just a dream. You craft a haven where young minds thrive. You construct a haven where young minds thrive, where knowledge is key, where potentials is survival. Where knowledge is key, where potentials survive, new school structures rise like beacons bright in our communities where hope takes flight, a promise kept, a future secured for generations yet unborn and those yet to ensure. Your tireless efforts we acknowledge and praise for creating spaces where curiosity gazes, where teachers guide, where learners grow, where the love for learning forever glows. You are the architects of a better day, where the power of education chases darkness away. With every school, a beacon shines, illuminating path and opening minds. We thank you for your unwavering commitment to nurturing minds and fostering excellence. May your labor of love continue to bear fruit, and the future of our children forever be rooted. May these new structures stand as testament to the power of education's transformative intent. May our communities forever flourish with the knowledge, skill, and wisdom you nourish. We celebrate you, our Ministry of Education, for building foundation that sets our children free to soar, to dream, to achieve, and to be the leaders, the innovators, and the game changers we need. Thank you very much for your service, your dedication, and your unrelenting passion for education. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Aisha. Thank you, Aisha. The next speaker is nobody else than the Honorable Minister for Education. But of course, before I welcome him on stage, let me take the initiative to acknowledge the presence of some key individuals. I can see Dr. Eric Nkansa of Ghana Education Service. Doctor, shall we give a wave? I can see the Executive Director of also the National Service Authority who will introduce the rest of the dignitaries. But for now, let me take this singular honor to invite the Minister for Education to give us his presentation. Honorable, you are welcome.
Good morning to every one of you, and especially our students who are here this morning with us. This day is dedicated to you. We want a Ghana where we can all thrive together as a nation, irrespective of where you were born. We want to know about evidence. And even when we have done it, another party will come and say they did nothing. So, we are not interested in talk. We are interested in evidence. So we'll take you to various parts of the country as the network allows to give you real evidence in real time of what is going on in terms of commissioning of schools. The ones that we have earlier commissioned yesterday, the day before, we will also show you. And the rest that will be done December 2nd as the next batch of schools. We'll also show that to you. Our game plan is to ensure that every child has opportunity for quality and relevant education. So this is not a day for too many words. It's not a day to talk to you. It's a day for you to see and appreciate what we have all achieved together as a nation. When you look at our public schools, that has been around for many, many years. The famous rectangular shaped buildings painted brown and yellow. Very soon, they are giving way to new kind of schools at the junior high school level. You've seen this, brown and yellow. And the children wear brown and yellow uniforms. This morning, we commissioned the new St. Barnabas Anglican School. And you will see that change has come to our nation. If we have the pictures, if you could please show me St. Barnabas, where we just came from. See, this is the new St. Barnabas. But before this, let's take a look at what it used to be. I think that this is it. This was St. Barnabas 8 months ago. This is where the children of Osu were being educated. Dilapidated buildings, leaking roof, no ceiling. I had a nice time with them though when I visited the school. The children were so respectful and nice. This is my visit to St. Barnabas. This was my visit to St. Barnabas, an Anglican school. You can see the blue. We had a nice time together, but I left there and I informed the president, Mr. President, we need to do something. And I was fully determined that things will change here. And this morning, change has come. If you have the new pictures of St. Barnabas, you see the building with no ceilings now has ceiling fans. Total transformation of St. Barnabas. And we go beyond St. Barnabas to other schools across the country. But it's a symbol of hope that the dual desk that you saw is no longer what is happening at the junior high school level. I'm sure you saw the students seated. The video people, if you can please follow my instruction here to be helpful. You saw them seated in a very different way, on dual desk. And I'm sure our senior high school students are familiar. Yeah, you see the dual desk. This morning, they are seated differently at the junior high schools. And you can see that we want to really change the learning environment. This is the desk that they have. And they were seated here this morning. We cannot educate 21st century children in 19th century buildings and expect 21st century outcomes. it's not going to be. So we have moved that we've done many different things. You have the images of Jetokoi, you can show it. The school has been commissioned, and this is in Southton. The environment was very different. Today we have a new school, and this was one of the structures at Southton, at Jetokoi. This was where the teachers will sit. You know, it's almost like a new a staff common room right there. The classroom.
Abusua mo fanche na network na ne de enkoyi wo ho kra digitalization no yesre sisia no Starlink na aba ti esre mo amoma ebi ensu wo ho na bibia nkoso kama na yehu ne ekowa ha na ne da ni de yade e wo se Ghana ni bia ehunu na o appreciate senior Ghana education system no ensachaya eba mu aha o se mo hu bibia clear senior tie no ti abusua ha Ghana News TV so yeguso a ewo eye bia wo mo de dan ahodo a wo masisi de ma school fu a wo my Ghana mu ama won de asua de ba bia adwumadie no ekoso no eho na yefa sa
but they also embark on STEM education. In the 1970s, we are 50 years behind, but at least we have begun. And definitely, the evidence that we are showing you here is going to tell the story of how the journey for STEM transformation began and where we ought to be and where we need to be in the next few years. Thank you so much, PRO, for giving me this platform. I think as the various locations come live, I will be able to see it. And you will be the witnesses in terms of what we have done. It's not going to be a day of talking. It's a day of evidence. A day where we tell you that these are the locations and these are the things that we have done. So I think the technical people are trying to link up with different locations across the country where their reporters are witnessing the commissioning of various schools. But until they get to that point, I think we can show some of the other works that has been done in various locations like Yinahini, new school that have been commissioned there. I think they will show you a few. These are some of the locations across the country. You have Bumprugu, there are about 2 locations there, Mamprugu, you have Kasana Nankana, Nankana West, about 4 different locations, and you have Nanumba South, Napairi. It's an E-block, which was begun by the previous government. We continued, and we have completed it, and it has been commissioned. Agotimi Ziope is another E-block begun by the NDC government. We have continued and we have delivered. The schools are going to be used. All across various regions, you're going to see Asunafu North, the Chem, they've commissioned, Commander Edina Eguafo Ebrahim commissioned, Efia Kwesimintim Window, College Crotes and Barnabas, Doma East Methodist, DA Junior High School, Doma Central, Esikasu, number 1 Methodist, Kumasi Metro, Bantama, State MA, you go to Efijapa, then I'll say DA Primary, Fantiakwa South, Bosuso Prez B, Adaklu Kajobi Amdo Basic School, Southton Jetokwe Basic School, Yellow Krobo Aza MA Basic, Sunyani West, Damasua Methodist, Doma East Kuma Jimre DA Basic School, Kwabi Brim Ebenezer Methodist. You go to Bibiani Bekwai and she has more KG Primary, Binduri 6 unit classroom block, Bosomche Espresso DA, Accra Metro, Salvation Prez, Mile 7, Jabin, Esase Methodist Primary School, Fantiakwa North, Begro Demonstration Primary School, Fantiakwa North, Akumasu East DA Primary School, Fantiakwa North, Begro, Asin South, St. Augustine's Catholic Primary at Achiase, Bia West, Debiso DA Junior High School, Jama North, Asri Presby Junior High School, Akachi South, Setre is there, Asante Achinsa, Asempane. I showed me the picture of, if I can see, I want you to see Asempane, how it was. This was Asempane. Are you going to see the children going to school here? And very fascinating story of how this school has now changed. You can see from here, you see the students. So if we continue to tell ourselves that in this 21st century Ghana, this will be schools, you see, this is Asempane. Now let's see the new Asempane. The new Asempane. That is it. And every school comes with 6-seater WC. And we are hiring cleaners for every school. We don't expect the children to go and clean the WCs while they sit in the classroom. So we have cleaners that we are hiring for each one of these schools. Let's move on to another location, Chifu Atimokwa and Tefre Woso. And Tefre Woso is a very interesting, the building was a very interesting one. Asante Achim North, APC Demonstration School, Ebuakwa North, AME Zion, New Tafo, Ahanta West, Pumpuni, Secondary Takrade, Ryan Paul, Shama DA Primary School, Secondary Takrade, Diabene, and Esunafun of Ahafumai Basic School. All across the country, these schools are being commissioned. It's fascinating to see Atobiasi DA Basic School, Cape Coast North Apesika MA Primary, Asutifi, Kenyase, Moahu Methodist, Bosomche Niaso, Bosomche DA Primary, Oyoko, Jabin, Abesiwa RC Primary, Esunafun of Goso KG, Esunafun of Goso SDA KG, Doma West, Krokrom RC Primary, Kwabi Brim, Techima Methodist, Asen South, Asen Nyame Bebu KG. You can move on, Bosomche, you see Commander Edna, Egrafo, Abrim, Berase, Techima, in Supan of Presby, Kindergarten, Mamprugu, Tantala School, Mamprugu, Yezize School, Fantiakwa South, Dome Methodist KG. All across the country, you're going to see various buildings. So at the end of the day, what we are telling Ghana that change has come. And the change will continue. We have to change the course of history of our nation. And as some locations come alive, we'll go there live and see the commissioning in action. Where are we heading?
Historic commissioning of over 80 educational projects across the country. On Monday, 18th November 2024, MMDAs began commissioning completed educational projects in their respective areas.
Videos are display na when nyina schools ahodo a won edi kan a commission ebi wo ho nso a enyan commission ya afei no mo commission nyina na no na wo mo kan nyina bomu amaye duo wotwe across Ghana na wo mo apa ho ntoma ama Ghana for hunia won aye as aban ewo my Ghana mu hante abusua wo hwe na che education blocks no ne ade no na we no opani ose dutum e kire mu a e-blocks ahodo bi wo hokra na NPP aban NDC aban na sha ase de wo mo anwie na wo mu gya ho na so wo mo NPP for atimi akoye aye ho adwuma nyina ama yatimi akommission asese a school for atimu nti ade e wo se Ghana for ye bo maba so because ayana ekoba ne se aban bi ete so na so free so na aban foforo ba ono so pese o hye ne de ase foforo nti na ase nia aban a wo besi na nan no ejato ho no wo mo so ejato ho because onim se we no yemfa abodin ne ma no but we no de o chemu a MPP aban ente sa enu nti enam so ama wo se wo mo ebiebie eno ni nyina ma mo abusua Ghana News TV so na wo hwe media na yenkoni yenkotie ni yenhwe ne yekoso emigidi se network no etete on papa ntama won entimi enye ne oso moye but yebekoso a yeguso a ye yire ye ho pa se yebetimi a make sure se ubenya bibia hwe ne live o Ghana News TV so na meka wo se wo akwantum na se Ghana niema no eye Ghana nioma nyina upe bia to na wako www.abexpress.com na se uniema wa abrochi na oso ba my Ghana mu na unya obi ade ma na ba bo mode ane free ANS Trading Agency o mo phone number ene o screen so no Ghana number no enie Ghana number ne 0249170423 na wa from na wo ma gene ma de abre o my Ghana mti schools no we esreso die 12 unit classroom block ena womo esi edema womo we nso nsuta RC eno nso 2 unit kindergarten block ena omusi edema womo enti schools ni de MPP aban chemu a womo sesa Ghana school ani papa womo sesa bibia eni so ama Ghana aye krabehwe eba na education ayakasa yes Ghana education edanso abusua yeguso a etwa video yi de free eye bia Ghana mpanifuo abo ahia na so mo atwaku na Ghana ye education system no womo echese womo reform amaye no eho ene ye fasa video yi free de abramo live amamonya bia hwe ewumse network no eto ne pade enso mesre mo anam de achen na timi abo adwuma yenya ya nanka yenya very smooth videos e de amamo se ne ya bribia ye mamo no but unfortunately network no edi ehwamo papa enya ye nko a venue no kra network no enkoyi obia ebre na so ebe momode ansa ebetimi amamo a very nice feed amamo nya bi ahwe abusu anti school adan na ina gusu a etwagu a mo hwe bi no we edumanu JHS Central Region and also 3 unit classroom block and I know wo mu see colors and also won say asesa enye kokontene nkatenkwan ni biem we asuna fun of 6 unit classroom block and also a twegu no 6 unit classroom block won see we breme RCJHS and also 3 unit classroom block and a woman see edemaye enti yeguso a ewa ha ye twa we nyina ama wanya bia hwe no wahuni a ekoso na wa appreciate the fact say we no aban enwuma wo ye ebi eno no ti 1 minute bia na ja makono me cafe abana me ne moto aso sa force ya say betimi amamo correct we abesenwa se RC and also 2 unit kindergarten block and no so womo SC ewo ho we enkwada ede tetenia si J nursery for we Ajirisia school Asiri Presby and also Presby for the onim say white and blue na ntino mu school atade ne omo edan no basri de white and blue and anka red any green ena tuntum ba we no school na ngaza ya white and blue nti white and blue no na hu say omo aye ne kama school da here fair na fitai ena nkola na nsensan ho anya hu fi o Jama North District we zu 3 unit classroom block ena Jama North eno nso wo mo eye no tabusia hu say school dan ne de dodo na won yesi ebi wo ho nso a renovation omo ye na ye kokonte ene ngatenkwan kala no ene o ma renovate yesi mu aye bibia ma na kama ama be a new face entinye ni nyina na wo mu see from scratch ebi wo ho a eye nia na e wo ho dada a wo mo antimi anya anwie ene wo abeto aso ebi wo ho a NDC aban de ene no nso wo abeto aso ebi nso wo ho a MPP fo ya na ashase a NDC by omo jato ho man to aso ena ama o masan MPP fo asabo machi o mato aso we are sign off 12 unit classroom block ena no nso wo masi wo ho isi a desk no enye kan tete ye enkonwa enuade ya yakeka si ani a emu dududuri we no desk a modern desk ni bi ena wo mo ayabusu amienko na yenko tie nkomo no se ne ho
we all give a round of applause. We can do better. We can do better. Historic indeed. We can do better. Honorable Minister, we are going to have a chat. Yes, we are going to have a chat for the people of Ghana to understand really what is going on. Because, I mean, for 80 commissions to be done in a day, for me, if you ask me, it's unprecedented. But I'm sure you can give the best description of what is going on here.
I am excited, and today I was a bit emotional when I went to St. Barnabas. It's a school I visited 8 months ago. It was in such a disrepair that you will not even believe the closest school to the Ministry of Education will be in that kind of condition. But it was. And it, to me, was unacceptable to have our schools in such a situation. No ceiling, of course, and roofs are leaking. I'm sure when it's raining, they had to quickly get the children to leave the school before the rainfall began. It was a very difficult situation for me to see as somebody who has worked in the education system in the United States and have built schools in the United States, who the president recruited. And I remember he asked me a specific question: would you consider coming back to Ghana to help me change the education system? So coming back to Ghana in response to his in our nation.
All right, thank you, Honorable Minister. But let me pass this one. Viewers, this is just an information that is also equally important. The nature of the program is such that at some point we will cross to different locations and pick what is also happening there live. At some point we may be crossing to, for instance, Baby, there's also a commission going on there. Awaso, there's also a commission going on there. If you go to, for instance, Akumadan, there's also a commission going on there. Asinfosu, there's also Enyinam. There are all other commissions going on there simultaneously. So at some point, we will just cross live when we get the feed from those locations. But Minister,
St. Barnabas, the pictures are.
Yeah, St. Barnabas, yeah, sure. So I'm sure at some point we will also show the videos of St. Barnabas where the president himself led the commission. But Minister, I want to understand, why do you say this is education transformation in action?
You really have to begin to understand that we at this since 1957, after independence, we did some good things, but you also realize that some countries did some things differently and they've gotten different outcomes. I always cite South Korea, small things in Keten Kitibia. No, we are talking about major things. So you don't go to as in Barnabas and just fix the roof. Change everything totally. And when you change, you also have to change the way the children are orientated in terms of how they think and how they behave and how they think they can change their community. So if you look at St. Barnabas, they are going to be doing field trips. We're taking the students to go and see Prez, see Labone, see University of Ghana. We want them to come back to Osu and say, yeah, there's a world out there that we can be part of. We are building their library, making sure they have computers. Everything that needs to be in the school is there. And by the way, they are getting a counselor who can counsel them and guide them, and who can bring in parents for the parents to see that there's a new dawn, a new day for them. Recently, I got a visit from Sempe basic school. I asked the teachers, and we arranged for them to take them to Kimpiski. Why? I wanted them to see there's a place called Kimpiski. And that the cost of food there, if they don't work hard, they will never be able to go there to eat. So I sent them there. After that, I had lunch with them. I just wanted them to have a mindset change. So when our vice president, the flag bearer of MPP, talks about teaching growth mindset in our schools as one of its agenda, it's about changing the mindset of the children to understand that they can be the best in the world in anything that they want to do. So, growth mindset, we have all the books. We are beginning now in our schools for children to understand that we can be the best in the world.
Minister,
so when we say transformation, what we are saying is that change everything completely.
Minister, that's it. See, a message I mean, I say, can you see a man or moton, no more daddy phone, you also motion, almost was some can you cheat on Muntibi?
Yo, if you know how no more casa, I'm a question of which is to me. Michino da so. Na me ma me no so mutie ya Ghana fo nyina mutie ya de e pese ka kire mo se asempa bi aba Nana Adodan Akufo Addo enna be de akire Vice President Mahadu Bawumia Omada Roma Omani so ade hu no enne ye de aye adwuma na ohwe Ghana bebre region bia your school for aye bia ni bia anonso aye bia no so nkokwan so Okoje tokwe na akohwe nkwala na ahye omontare fefefe St. Barnabas enkrai kwala ahye omontare fefefe dan omutimu nkowe omteso okra no eyesronko ensistaye sronko na aba Ghana enwumesua mu na edumre bia e kan nwumesua asem a ebi ana wodwen se oba nko a woko school ho enokre oba na woko school no eye daache obeba no abehwew eye pa na mansani nyina mpuntro nso akogina ngomesua so enunti ena yenkwala no yentimi mabinum nkotena baabi e honye na binum so de o skenti no akọ private school fe yese baabi ankwala no obi amomie ma wo mo engomesua akade a emu odu na wo so daache eyeyi ana o ma no daache pagya enunti enene de eye dapon na emayen eye dakese emagana nyina se ukrom school ni bi enye nro ho no a wonim say Dr. Bichum so mama kwanya na me say Minister for Education 2025 wa ukrom ebi maaye no ukrom ebi maaye a ebeden ebeba enti wanya bia wo hu nkrofo de a mo ani nyema omo ba wo de nam kwam we de empanifo se asempetia na asempetia yi so no me de mesrema me emmo ahefo nyina amane se ebra dwumadi ni kwanani no ye be cross over akọ baabi a miamia ehon so no ye commission ni bi wo ho enye district level commission ni nko ana ye show district level commission there na no Monday na yempanifo DCs and MMDCs one more agent president and then minister name one more year commission no then so na me no ka say ebisu koso miamia bebre se medika bobo bisunyan anopai president ayebi di ahefo nyina we de ewumu a yesabe crossover ni akomiamia commission ni wono na no so yakofa afri ho live na St. Barnabas are ready and also the technicians no ehwa won mo ebobo amaye but minister project here nyina no one key variable or say has to do with maintenance when it comes to the maintenance bit about the projects here we I'm pimping over to Akufo Ghana any maintenance culture People say that we don't have maintenance culture. I'll tell you this. There's no country has maintenance culture, but they have maintenance budgets and they have maintenance staff. And that is how maintenance is done. So as I speak with you, we have recruited about 50 facility managers. We've started posting them to our high schools. These are land economists, estate management graduates, building technologists. They are going to be in charge of maintenance in our high schools, and we are going to be adding more. Every high school must have a plant manager / facility manager in charge of maintenance. They will report directly to the headmaster or headmistress of the school. Our GET fund is also going to make maintenance allocation so that the buildings that they build can be well maintained. So at the end of the day, we have to be mindful of the fact that if we don't maintain these buildings, it will go into dilapidation again.
Okay.
Enti minua, the omono say, ye pese yedi ehuni ewo dai nyina mu. Enti so hwe edan asisi wa Ghana ni nyina ni DC3 adwuma, school bia benya cleaner. School bia. Wo se kwala no ko use WC. Na omo ane enkope paso ere na yeyi. Tu be he na afi ma so regina so ne ebubu no. Enti school bia ese bia no ombenya cleaner. High schools also enya facility managers. Normal any headmasters, any headmistress ayedwuma. Madam Wife.
Minister, let me catch you. Sunyan, I read one also on Persia, the Omo Ayo. Okay. I was commissioning Bako Ecoso. Okay. So, yeah, we are just crossing over to Sunyan to also go and pick a live feed of what is going over there. But, Minister, before we get to Sunyan, you just mentioned this morning that we were with the president at St. Barnabas. I mean, how did the president feel?
I think he was very excited. I call him the education president. He's giving me everything I need to execute education at the Ministry of Education. So obviously, he'll be excited. Because we've come a long way from when he first visited one of my schools in Los Angeles, and he asked me a very simple question. After seeing what I have done in California, he asked me, would you consider coming back to Ghana to help me change the education system? The response to that question is what has brought me here today. I considered it, and I came to Ghana.
Minister, I have to cut you. We are live at Sunyane. The MC is speaking.
No, the member of parliament.
Oh, okay, all right. That is a member of parliament.
Tomorrow, our children and grandchildren will read it.
Yeah, president.
Abusua yegusua streaming live ede emamo na yahu se regional minister kasa. Unfortunately asemu a woka no wonte if he said there's a technical challenge. One adwuma no try so on be fix our technical challenge no na yetimi the live broadcast no abremo your network no net dear. Hey, MTN for more dear hamo. But still na adwuma no we be say a luta continua adwuma no ye be ye e de amamo dodo Before
I proceed, please let us stand up and observe silence.
We don't have any other, so that we come back.
So rest in peace. Thank you, Mr.
All right, welcome back. Minister, any remarks on the Sunyani project?
The Sunyani project is one of the model junior high schools like the one we've done at Jabin and Achim Ewisa, Chamba in the north and other places. Once you put that building up there, you're able to move students from 7 junior high schools and they come there. So when we commission Jabin, for example, like the Sunyani one, we are going to shut down all the old junior high schools at Jabin. We are moving them into a new building with biology, chemistry, and physics lab, and computer lab, and robotics lab. Everything is there at the junior high school level. It's total transformation of our junior high school system. So the one you see at Sunyani is one of those schools that take over 1,500 students, and you're able, yes, and you're able to bring in students from about 7 junior high schools. So in the case of Sunyani, they are moving some students from Ridge, and then they've also created avenue for other parents who may want to educate their children
so,
there.
Minister, this one is only located in Sunyani or there are
the Sunyani Ridge area.
But beyond Sunyani, do you have others within
other regions, but not in Bono.
Okay.
Yeah, so we did a model ones for different locations in different regions. So, of course, our goal is that for you to transform junior high schools, communities don't need 7 junior high schools. Some of them are 50 students, 80 students, 100 students. You bring them together under one umbrella so you can give them a library and equip the library for them. So if you see there's one model junior high school, if they show you the pictures of students in their libraries and science lab at Bosomchi, for example, which was done with a 1 million per constituency funds. The government gave 1 million to constituencies, and in my constituency, we decided that we'll create a model junior high school. So you can see there that the students have library. We have science labs that were built by the Middle Belt Authority for a junior high school, a serious transformation. So in these new junior high schools, what you are seeing is not just the building, but the equipment that comes with the building, the new way of teaching and learning that comes with the building, new courses that are being offered, music and other things that are going to be offered
in a junior high school.
Junior high school. You see, the bill before Parliament, which we didn't get the free secondary education bill, was to ensure that junior high schools are upgraded to secondary status. So by the time they go to the senior high, they have all the requisite skills. They've done lab reports, they've done everything that you are supposed to do in secondary. So we're bringing back an opportunity for junior high schools to be upgraded and transformed. You do physics, chemistry, and biology there before you get to high school, and you continue from high school. So by the time you get to high school, you've been introduced to most of the scientific concepts, and you get to do robotics in junior high school. So we have a new vision for transformation of education, and the junior high school is a critical component. I've always seen junior high school as the weakest link in the education system. If you didn't get a chance to go to a private junior high school and you went to a public junior high school, you are sitting in dilapidated buildings, there's no science equipment, and then you're going to meet your friends at Wesley Girls who are used to beakers and everything and all the scientific things, and they are lost. We can't create a nation of haves and have-nots, 2 Ghanas, Ghana for the rich, Ghana for the poor. The poor doesn't do well in science, so they don't get to do science at the senior high school. So even though they will go to Laboni, but they will not give them science because they didn't do on the BEC. Why should we create a country where the poor locked up in inner city schools and villages don't get the opportunity to do engineering and do science because their grades on the BEC is so bad, and then when they get to the high school and they're even giving science, they don't do well because they've not been exposed to it. It's a new dawn. So if you look at what is going on there, you can see this is a new paradigm. It's a paradigm shift where junior high schools have been strengthened and upgraded, equipped with all the necessary tools like high schools, so that you can give Ghanaian children 6-year quality secondary education. And that is what the Akufo Addo government has begun. And when we continue with this, it will be a different Ghana for all Ghanaians. inner cities of Osu and villages like Jetokwe will be able to get what they need to compete with the rest of our communities.
Minister, thank you. Now, 6-year quality secondary school education, there are children and
the SS and fear be a chair na Oko secondary school and fear no trust 6 form. In Ghana, secondary school in Fianson. And I be by and was in Chum. And you chum, and a secondary school near 2 fear 9 and I can fear me and son. And I say, middle schools now, your honor, your friend junior secondary. You can't see a friend junior secondary, no. Young uncle sister dino.
Okay.
Oh, enti ye mremu no, de kan say, "Oba Ghana, ye womasua nhye say netie. Your kindergarten mfie mienu, primary school mfie nsia, junior high school mfie miensa, na omu nyina eye basic. Sa ne mra no kan. Pre-tertiary Education Act. Enti no secondary ankasa no.
Gabriel Pelemo, ono ena Italian Abanyewo Omemwa ena Oyo Penny Abidiechi Eho. So thank you so much for your kind words to us. Friends, it's at that special time that I want to listen and to hear from the special person. Minia, Beji.
Boss, I'm going to say, I'm on fire. I was here for a brother.
Minister,
Person
very, very novel.
Yeah.
What does this mean for double track?
Yeah, you see, the enema about Ghana, Sabri, Pasempe, a school Makuma Dua etise. I did be crab become now her Pasempe dena. A school Alcomua, Science Lab, your Makuma Kuduminu.
12 science labs.
12 science labs. And yeah, idea teacher needs to one as a Bosumi and San and Kwanako lab. Chemistry teacher. The classroom and the chemistry lab.
Maybe 12 science labs. Schools Makuma could do in a beer.
And do call on one chemistry teacher in the classroom and the chemistry lab. Biology teacher classroom in the biology lab. A Honan Kalano co teacher in it one Kalanaba. Yain says from Kwan, Abruche no Huno. High school teacher needs in the classroom and Kalanako. Ombe Kono them ho, Kama. Na de so mu ye bia o matimi aye nti ukopa sempa e ho ye school kese a o mampani asi a wo ko on ma wo beka sa university emfa no kure ni esi school we bi wa krodie ahafo ahemfo no beto o mampani anim se fa ye university man enti menem o ka say e ho nkrata o parliament a ye University of Engineering and Applied Sciences e wa krodie. Regions bebre obia nya school ibu na de fepa e wo mu no se okohwe enkwara ne niam o mafiti ase ya wo ho bedwuru emfidi ase de mo bia de ama wo enhye pa ase ye wo bia de ama wo headmasters ntete e ye sonko e do on bankran ne abetete o mo no ma ye dwuma e kom be fa so a o mo behwe school no we e ye school ba ko kese enso e wo awaso.
Minister, before you proceed, I understand there's also a commission going on at Babyeni. And very soon we'll be crossing over to Babyeni to also witness what is happening.
Okay.
But you can continue.
And Oko Anako have baby and Kolanusia de chemistry, Seromusia, and Fidia or Honua, a very one. And Tiawason Shebeko Hombe who said they see Koso. Now, Osha we are, Crasumons and Fidia are playing a friendly few chamber. For chemistry experiment. I don't know you will na bibi and weni na I'm a Howard dream. We any fidi idea my high school sir. Oko abridge memo cry, baby honey bini ho. Me now for you home something to way again and I'm so sure calling him only a Ghana for. Only a Ghana for. I teach our original honest smart board and an son says or then says this one, let me call baby. enti schools who are fufre ban krase no emodu na ni nyina nso ye boarding school enti wo kro bia so nso utimi ekọ hobby na utimi kosua de na unim de no mu do na oba e de beboa oman Ghana asa yesako baby fufro
it is awaso almost
nipa no
almost your commission wo ho je ho so ye hwe kakra na sa no wato
that's my auditorium
one your commission the opening kasa regional is okay ye hwe kakra so mra
voice
no one just higher to higher way yeah consultant and also so a share human so nana no me na kira mo
Minister, let's say, okay, so commission 80 schools, no. Let's say, no, crazy, so commission 80 schools.
Abroso, crazy. Mogen kai, mo hunsa abroso. The attendant say, ene Ghana for Mother Roma. Sabre politicians in Bichuan Kuntumpu be entrem. Mon country Dr. Duchum say evidence based. Say also what the pebi atre. Na you say the evidence based. Chi mono ebi anu nyan mo kagiti amutie me. O se mitumra na ma kire usie. Eno ne evidence based communication ni twi. Na de omo ne say nia ye ka wa ha bia ye no kre kontompo bia anim. Ena ewo ho no we de mo amohunu.
It's a live event.
Ena ekoso ewo awaso. Auditorium no fe. School foforo. Na Oshe Assembly Hall and Kwalano Etimwa, a whole IFA, MP, our Bibiani, Honorable Ben, one was on our home. And we say, Ojina House is the upper from Rebecca.
So, Minister, this is a senior high school. Does it have any impact on the whole double track conversation?
No, double track, no need you want some pound. Now, the attendant say, the entire dancing a double track by. I will for beer per Laboni. Say Laboni pan crofo good gates nature mammy or tia obre. Say, which are double track in one. Just a woman from 1 for watching motor now San Kofi. Fisachi motana for 3,000 and for 5,000. We'll say, watch a double track in one. 3,000 a bit me afa. 2,000 a half and omoko. A binding so I didn't say. Moman kwala dodo ntimi nko schools akese obi apeso okọ ibi entinya school bia organ bia na double track o nya school bia school bebre school dodo na single track ye bia school a nyina abom ko ye makwa no nyina akofie schools akese na ofo bia apeso o mako bie no eni afa kwanfoforo so amanipa dodo atimi ko bie afime no okasai opoku ware enye double track biem adentia aban si adan bebre ewo ho ama opoku ware empala be empem na ni etira omo fa omo no omo nte so omo abesa akoho be obi abekwa bom no mama kwan abom enti opoku ware afi double track Tamasco emfie mi ni etwa mu ene fi double track say a single track school bebrebe afi double track omo ko single track dey si adan ama omo ntia dey kan say nia edin kan say ma obi anya school papa no mpeso mbekọ no obi anko bi enu achiru si adan ho usi dan na se nipa do atimi kwa no ayi double track afi ho another strategy ne say si schools for bebre na mom yenim se Ghana ha school bi ho a ebe ho emfi aduonum enso entimi nto achi mota enti usi schools for na wa amfa ekwan for so antete wo mo a awofo no mfom ma nko enti de na eye schools for Friday ni nyina ye ko assistant headmaster efi school kese bi de na ko hweso ni aboa no sebe ya school be peja edu ko hwe abomosu STEM high school etise pasimpe ye the assistant headmaster fi presec and akɔhwe school no so and na presec nhihye ye wo ha ma presec high school kese ni nyina wo de kwa abomosu ebedu fie num no na abomosu nso ayese presec na afei presec pressure na enen akɔfom Sabre Akufo bebrebe wo Ghana.
Minister,
on be country so mo per step.
Over to Sunyane.
Say Edu Sunyane omo rescue honum ti mo be hu ba bia nananom ene mpanimfo akọ no mo nam no eho ene Sunyane.
Wow.
Model Junior High School. Edan kese pa na wura mu ko na akọ classroom so a wo be hu se eho sonko anti Sunyane school no ena ahwefo mo hwe no na ade a efe se omen be ka se ye madachi ehia yen enti si junior high schools foforo ama wo mu.
Minister ye kwatiwa nkofo pese show mo de obi a se ye fa ne de mfam
anti ye kwatiwa
sisi ye
ko minister for Minister of State for Finance, Honorable Abna Osasare, Ona Okasano. Ahonsu TV school fe and abayesi ene ye commission. So we are commissioning live the school at a TV school, Applied Technology Institute. I think we are back to there's competition. Everybody wants the attention. So we went back to Sunyane briefly.
Yes.
But this is still Atiwa. Oh, you moved to Bosomche. Oh boy.
This is Bosomche. We moved from Atiwa.
So we moved from Atiwa. We'll be going back and forth. So please bear with us. This is Sewia in Bosomche constituency. This is the chief of Sewia speaking. This is a very happy chief. MP unfortunately is far away from there. So Nana is talking.
Minister, how you come?
I am constituency.
Nana Niaje pa. Bosonchi projects and also your daddy.
We senior high school. Then come we trust now we call a different crowd.
Projects and
junior high school, auditorium, an assembly hall, classroom block, dormitory for boys and girls. And this is a 21st century senior high school. Everything about it is 21st century. It's a new dawn for our nation. A new dawn for our nation. And it has to be. See, invariably, we excuse poverty for our predicament. We always will say, oh, sikeni hontia. Sikabi and frusra mo. Nanso mampani ka kire me se opesa me sesa schools no. Ye fa akwan bi so nya sky de be adwuma no. E na sika no ba ya ye de aye adwuma Ghana man. Eto a wutua no. Me as a minister for education de be adwuma pa ma. No anya ho emfaso. Enti wutua to e wo Ghana. Eno ena minister for finance. I begin with Honorable Ken Oforiata. I say Honorable Amin Anta. Omo boa me pa. My kwama horo also kwesresre. Na almost we be ho no my ye free bibi bosia Baby also anya bosia kra free big grant. Sika fa ye dwuma na ma oman entumpon. Enti akwan bia aso no. Ne Ghana e koso no se ye wani suade hu se oman ngumasua esese esesa. Na yentimi nka se ne South Korea for be pe wa bra enye de South Korea for ye. Se Vietnam two American then the oman e call entokwa movement se mebresi ho enso na okwohwe Vietnam ba bi omunam na nyasam ketwa afi bia Vietnam for omu produce 100,000 engineers omu population 93 million yen over 30 million and he said 93 million and kwala no ratio and proportion 93 million produce 100,000 yen over 30 million plus sanye ye kwese enso 30,000 and she produces 6,500. And the company beer person or manufacturing what they call Vietnam. And the enkase ye person manufacturing by any Vietnam for ye. To the Vietnam for ye, the South Korea for ye. STEM education and no and abagana. Ya kai tire die en fear duonum echi South Korea for ye no. Ya kai tire but say ye fiti ase and no hu ho no.
Yeah, Minister, very soon we're crossing over to Nkranza. They are also insisting we show this.
Okay. I want to say every Busoncha Nkranza and to me
very soon. So, but you can proceed.
And so we have done our honor. Ghana for Nkwala nyina free Ghana. Nkro nyina so beba ho abesua de. Na mfidi e de ama omo nso te se de abrochire Nkwala de sua de pepepe. Sebe ya abrochire nsa no ade kire ne adesua ba. Eya abrochire nsa no mpuntuo ene ba ye man no eno ena ye ho adwuma. Our fellow Ghanaians, it's a exciting day today. You see transformation in action. This is not political talk. This is not propaganda. It's about evidence-based communication. What you see is what you get. Black and white, it's right there. There's no doubt about it that transformation has begun in Ghana. Over 80 schools are being commissioned. From Monday, a number of schools were commissioned. From Jetokoi to Azan to Bunkurugu, a whole number of communities, they've seen different education infrastructure. And today you are watching live commission of schools in selected locations across the country. There are some places that we could not cover live, but commissioning is ongoing throughout the country.
I'm looking at this. Is your vision documented? Because, I mean, certainly you'll not be there forever as the Minister for Education. So one day if you are not there, how are you going to, implement this?
Let me tell you this. Give me a chance to complete this, and when I'm done, let me go. Because you see, obviously, we have just begun. But unfortunately, we have an election cycle. So December 7th, to me, is a great day for a great choice to be made. If you want Dr. Edu to continue this, you know what to do.
Minister, we factor for the tree, my.
The American say, Ghana for more mpuntu ekoso no. Afe ni everything I say, agrono, afe ni everything I say. Yenye nruba bia na nyame ya adom. Na January ye jinemu ni eye sa adwuma ya ni amobehu no munya hu bi munya hu bi o munya hu bi bisa me nko America memu na me nko si schools e ma abrofo na me ba me krom no man penita mechi a me si entrance schools adan dada no amu
19th century building.
19th century building. Now you're educating 21st century children. Change will never come. So what I'm telling my colleagues, Ghanaians, is that these buildings that you see 4 years from now, if you give me the chance, you will never see them anymore. You no longer see them. Because Ghanaians deserve better. Our nation deserves better. We've been at this for too long. Over 60 years after independence and the economy. But how you build a robust economy is when you build a robust education system. It is when these young men and women who are here are being supported, nurtured, and guided to innovate and invent. That is when you build a more robust economy. There's no way around it. The story is clear. So if we want to go to a point, we are moving
images from
okay.
Sunyane, yes.
Sunyane. Nananu yo mojuma. Enti nane yi na paye. Obon paye. Na de omu no say, se person man sisa egumesua ese mu ye du. Ni epeja ye ho papa ya bre. Enfia duosia echi. Bibi kitwa bi sini ho kire.
Minister, we there. But I have for that Jaffa.
They're telling us, or Hinibia person in my ADE. And Nananum, or call no more can say when the Minister of Education. Now to be in Chama him for my house or more per step. Crobia per step, and Passaso. Now you're in number one aba, when you be number two, bofu, so and you be Crobia. Obia per step. For someone who said, Quana Yakusi, see a first one, or man, the best is a sequantum also. Yan san ye chinia ko animu ayema ebese son enti eno na muhuno o anananu ani age fi so bia pe school papa e won mpeso aso ni krom o pe school papa e wo honum na on ba Minister of Education on say nibre pa enom de ba o say your system no aba me so mi krom mi hia bi say wo krom anya system o say wo krom no ya akechire enti nananu so on pe stem one ye de be ma homo na ye nyina ko enim
the stem
science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. You see, the woman is called average memoir, the entire punto etimia bapa, and say a tre and qualano, and mom domon set me shame fidie or secondary school. Oko Accra High School, a system center mom. I know some if he has a pet. Aha. If he has a pet, Labon is Rebecca so mupevi. Labon is Rebecca so mupevi. We Accra STEM Center. Yes, you school ho. And Kwalana co school ho nyina primary school for nyina so baha. Junior high school for so baha. Aha no mo hye robots. Aha no mo ye niema kese akese. Okwa Accra High School so a unso timi engineering as a course. E wo ho no. It means robotics emeye. Mo hwe 3D printer. Accra High. E ho na bi wo. Samra no mo kasa gine for e bebi omo de. Mfansepem e bebi omo de fijai e bebi omo de go so I have my bebi omo de omo nyina benya STEM centers ni bi na I labon ni me remfi wa what ani mo has it me say me ufi hanu hu ni kwa Akufo
Minister but so matese STEM schools no. Some of them has also been earmarked for commissioning in December. Wait, yes. Bibi kakra.
Say school kese pa mienu on crime. ISTEM schools. Weja. Now weja the end there from Global Studies Academy. Na hono usua STEM no na wosua ekwan a amansan fa so di dwa trade na wosua finance na wosua law ewo high school na wofiri ho no mo a wokɔ university a wagya de nini ahani school a ewiase nyina efe pa fisa wugina ho a wugina wagya school no a na lake no nso yɛdan ewo ho school kɛse pa se so mo yɛ December 2nd ebebie
wagya
heya nkra ha na afedi nka no ya wie girls dormitory nti afedi ka no ema nko ane no be fiti ase
aha we ebu 8 o so da no kra
oh na say 8 na kan school mako ne ekon adan ho de o kan bo mo ne mpema dwani enti say wo hwe wagya won say lake na da ho wo ye kire wade a na so oh teacher min ko gina bonte na min hwe wiase kakra na lake ne da ho wo ko hwe lake na no ani age wo da na jo a wo hwe window mu na lake ne da ho. A high school, the best view anywhere in the world. Aba Nkaha Weja. You see, the Vice President Muhammadu Bawumia, President Nana Akufo Addo Edu Min, enono. Weja ehofe. Nankran December 2nd, ahabaya kono, ahabaya fe, ahabaya de. Fisa ufi weja ni eko Accra STEM Academy. School efiti kindergarten ekodru high school. Edano who be down there.
I understand there's also a commission.
Yeah, Accra STEM Academy. Na Edani we are saying a be na ukomu say ya baby a edro no e fekwa. Omu go den and say omu ye tiles. Now today mene Omampani abedi echire kohwe school ho na udu ho pa na ohwe primary school junior high school assembly hall a woni beje kwa assembly hall no kakraka aha eno be assemblies kindergarten for ha primary school junior high school ha and senior high school so ha enti community school obi akobi a bedroom Monday na website a students ne ba apply na ho person ba eco junior high school. Yeah, the better Minister of Education website. Oko ho no ma no akwa apply. Oba e school a who bi da e Ghana ha. Na brochire nyina no to ho no musi aka e bedi nkunim. And we dey hwe a reception area ho na pesa wo fo no hwe. Na who said the reception in city na the said the ho city wugya oba ho no. Oh, what the oba Ekosa school way now Jan Homa a teacher for no now Kojuma. When he beje Sagana utu atwa de yadepa. Way and abagano. Nankanya biano, Kumasi Benya, Ubiansu Benya bi. And Dr. Duchum. If you January called me Wajuma, Momuame, Namiko Edgeman. Sign language, ama. Okay, and she saw how down with the we back on a can we na assembly hall, dining hall, kitchen, be beer, fe, and to Bako kindergarten. Now all school down with one. We him send a daching a best room. See if I say it as a bruchra. As I say, I'm going to so a bruchra in Sano. And Yamiada Roma bruchra bagana. A quite a befast why, best system schools in Mada Roma, Yeguso, Yebeye. If you say, SSSano, on the summer started Pentuay, a bear corner December 2nd, Sagana for Behumbe Bia, a Gomesiano, Echo, enter and crying. I yet St. Barnabas and Qua schools, I can say, and yes, see, Ewon crying, ha, I'm a Gomesian IFA, na more who say, money national, the nation's capital, and if it ha, now for your queer name. And to move cross any dear, more who chromoso dear. Ye queer or my Ghana, a Benjamin Bibiaka, in fear do away him, in fear do not away him. Mamma ye and Qualamoha, Scan School for no, over cancer, ye fitting and say, not yet the assembly hall near to moving pick, near Kahum. You'll be part of the story. And
Minister, your Bernicia. One of my chairs, Bernicia, to see, you be called St. Barnabas. And the tough one, no, but a tougher my na yemfa president dia no enwie.
Okay. Other locations ye ni nyina mo ho awaso sunyane nso mo ho kakra emfoni e be fi ho aba ni nyina ye be san e de akọ YouTube ama obi atimi ahwe be ka ni nyina nso abom na afi yasan de egu emfidie so na mo asa ahwe e o TV so anopai St. Barnabas na eho enije na ho eyahomka ebe bosume nwotwetwa mu ena mi twam na mekwa ko school enti me mo surprise visit me kodu ho no na eho anyama homeka enkwala ne de no mo ye kama me no mo di nkomo kama a wo hwe classrooms no na aha St. Barnabas 8 months ago enie so baby an enkwala no tie American school to ma show mo blue kama na almost restre ena me kan me trim say na bosume be nwotwechi mo school yi be sesa me catch the headmaster says in Barnabas ever sesa na me gidi say no office say enim say politician de mo kan mo nye aha nti hwedan no say Barnabas ni o en crying say school we eben yen esin school bi eben Minister of Education esin school bia enso aha ena osufo nkwala esori a omuko school empoma ni ho apono abubu ceiling ni ho ensuo to anegudanum we ene baabi a na nkwala eko school anope yekodu ho na ohwe edan foforo nkwala no betena mu aha enie na omampani kotwa ahomemu na ebie ne fefefe se aha no mampani kotwa ahomemu ebie school no na mo de mo nhwe nkwala no ahofa de kwa no fa so asiesie wo ho na awofo ani age aha nkwala no ni bru no na wo ho no se so kwachira na hu se nkwala no afa wo ho pa
Minister before obokona acheche
Abusuanti uguso a ehwe yen live ewo Ghana News TV so a na eye school ahodo a Ghana mampani His Excellency Nana Akufo Addo eni MPP aban womo SCC ni omayoyo ni a ewo se renovate na education minister chem se STEM schools ahodo ye school senior education system nete no was daniani amana koye abrochiri standard sebe ya enkwara no betumi asua nimde na afi daachi bi no omu hia se afi no omusan ekosua de foforo ne mum we no wom de omu hyase enko wie na chese omu aye bibia pepepe eno na guso a hwe na Ghana News TV so abusua ma yenko ya na yenhwe ne a ekoso e odwumadi na se emra Ghana mampani any education minister omko commission schools ahodo a ne omu renovate nia eye foforo nso a me nyina no edi adanse se Ghana Education Service for omani aso ade a yekoso yi sanso na Ghana school for nkwada bi nso ani age papa school dan we nkenya bi komu a ebi ananka ema ya disua aye soronko adoso sunrise mra yeko sunrise na eja ya furu bepo ni akotwa nua akotwa wura begu dan so ne atena se yesua de da nso beto de na de chiage benches ahodo yeyi eko dry wa bonten meka minua ya osafo Michael free bepo so behwe for man mo mapae nyina enam se ye school dan na ye pese ye mane ye kamanti na se we no enkwada na ngasa nya nia ya siesia e bibia hwe se wose won ebe prapra mu won ebe siesie omaja na isu nyina na o recruit nkrofo as janitors we nkasini mu ne ye hwe no sesia no de ebia ba o man Ghana mu anache se wose ye bo Ghana aban abaso we Ghana ban ene Ghana fo esika ene eya amayen na minsha mpanifu
mpani abedi echire mampani abedi echire minua pani Muhammadu Baumia se obeto aso na Ghana ebeye fe
continuity
Ghana ebeye fe enti me de sabre me kan se wo ya men kan se amayoni education ewo memu minya akwanya eko see schools ema abrofo ewa America memu mabaga na se enwumesua besesa na mehu we yi a na mehu nkwala no entare ehye wo mo na ekire me se ababa ne abranti a osu ono so wo daachi enkwala a wo mo osu omo so wo daachi enkwala a wo mo amakom ewo kumase tamale ewo northern region omo so ewo daachi ye pegana ehiafo ene eskafo ebetra dan ba akomosua de judge ba ene libra ba ebetra classroom ba akon na judge ba atonensa afrani nua kodwo mensa ne papa e libra no amana ba ne fie ne birthday na kora no ko judge ne fie no ohu se de hositi a waka tere ho se me maami ni bi na nso daache me nso menya dan bi ti sei na me maami daache ayefe ni America tere Ghana for no se ensisaya ye de aba no mu oduo na ye bekoso amensisaya kese na aba Ghana na mde de minim ni se minu apeni Mahamadu ba omi wa hye mebo se Dr. Duchum ni a ofiti ase no be ba meto aso enwumasua ewo mimu eno ene dama kuma so entina me so no past 6 o'clock no nsia ne fa ne meduru adwumam oba Ministry of Education 6:30 me wo honom fi se Ghana sesa ye tu kwa na che esese enya homeje esese ye pege oman na ye nsu efiro hiamu ekọ baabi a ye ne abrofo ni nyina ebebope ne ayi ohia buruburu a ma nipa timi wuntam afiri ho motis yesi hospitals okọ Ghana nkro bebrebe ohun se photo fe boda ho ababa bi ni atwere ase painful exit gone too soon. What a shock. Ababa abrante oko. Na unu sa brochi mem wo nyare ansa no akọ hospital. Wo ha ne afro se bra ne nhwe omogem na yare be ho ayanyimfi ho ne wangu. Enu nti no omudi mfi aduro krono no omoda so ti ase. Sa wote se ye bibi e wo mpuntu adwuma mu a e ka ho masua ho e na page oman na de omu ne se wo ma yare kra ne wo hospital a yenya doctor no ahwew adan no emusa wunya ba bi mfa na nsi ebeden na wonyare ya afro se bra ne nhwe omogya mu enu nti ne ye agenda 111 sir wonyare a wobenya text message bra ye nhwe omogya mu ye mo ho ban na di mfi aduokno mfi aduosia no wawu ne de eyade a enche bia fapema omampani na nado dan kwa ato no de nwumasua aka ho empomdine aka ho oman yi daache ebegina brane na ye nyina beka bom ni aka se na ye wo ho ene mfitiase ni ebai. We have begun an adventure from education to healthcare. Something great is happening in this country. The era where you see pictures of young men and women dying early, we call them painful exit, gone too soon. Gone too soon must go too soon. We have to change the paradigm. We can educate the vast majority of Ghanaians for them to die early. The reason why in some other countries they are living for a long time is that you don't have to be sick for you to be invited for them to check your blood, check your system, to prevent what can occasion your early exit from this world that the God has created and given to us. So what it means is this: we need to create an era, a day when you'll be called to come and check your blood so that we can detect if something is going to be of a harm to you and then prevent you from dying early. No more gone too soon. Painful exit should be a thing of the past, and that is why we are doing Agenda 111 hospitals. There will be a hospital close to you. You get a text message from the hospital. Come and let's check your blood. We can't do it now because even those who are sick don't have opportunity to be seen because we have limited facility. The moment you have more hospitals across the length and breadth of this country, then we'll be able to call you in, check your
Minister,
system.
That's also
this is Asen, that's my deputy minister.
Yeah,
he's also commissioning.
Yeah.
So we'll give you quality education, quality health care. You live for a long time to see your children and great-grandchildren. That is the new Ghana. The journey has begun today.
Minister, on that note, where the Abuja for Bezin in a book, so you're sorry, not in the ministers. Oh, yeah. You may resume your seat. Sure. The erudite minister, 21st century minister. Our secretary Gume. Transformation. Education transformation in action. We are evidence-based communication. You two me ani aye day. Ya chiresi. E before say kasa tentenya day and top onko. Who scan what to bottom. On that note, let me welcome Ashley Chooks to give us a performance. Ashley, are you ready?
Yenara assassini den mayen mojana nanum shegonya de so mayen Edu Min want to so say ye be atwa so nim den trasun kotun kani pesa min kuminya Edu ye bremud mamaya sasun odom atsose o manu sebe yo, oh manu serenye yo, yes and na hose, oh my phone running shre, oh manu sebe yo, oh manu serenye yo, yes and na hose, oh my phone running shre. Arise, Ghana youth, for your country, your nation demands your devotion. Let us all unite to uphold her and make her great and strong. Oh, arise, Ghana youth, for your country, your nation demands your devotion. Let us all unite to uphold her and make her great and strong. Oh, we are all involved. We are all involved. We are all involved in building a motherland. Oh, arise, Ghana youth, for your country. Your nation demands your devotion. Let us all unite to uphold her and make her great and strong.
Powerful, powerful, powerful. Powerful. Thank you, Ashley. We may kindly resume our seat. On behalf of the Ministry of Education and, of course, the Minister for Education, we want to thank all dignitaries here in present. Because of our time, we are unable to mention and recognize the dignitaries accordingly. But of course, we do appreciate you for joining this important exercise. Also want to thank, most importantly, our viewers online, watching from online, home, and all over the world. At this stage, we want to climax the event with, again, an evidence-based documentary detailing the work so far and where we want to take Ghana when it comes to the conversation of transformation. Thank you.
Historic commissioning of over 80 educational projects across the country. On Monday, 18th November 2024, MMDAs began commissioning, completed the...
Abusia, so this is the unprecedented commissioning of educational projects. We Omadabe no say 80 projects at the go MPP aban commission. Na enye Accra nko enye Kumasi nko across Ghana etifido anafo ni baby no won commission sa project ni bi wo ho a ne a omo sha ase fi scratch na omo wieye ebi nso wo ho a ne a aban dada Yewura John Dramani Mahama na aban na otiso oyeye no na womo nso abetoa so a womo a commission no enedai especially e-blocks na omanfo bo MPP for etiri so se ade a His Excellency John Dramani Mahama sha ase na eba ne say na asemu wo my Ghana at heart. Why would you wait and then abandon those projects na mo yese mo start foforo fi se sika pudu a His Excellency John Dramani Mahama na NDC aban de shame no yeska my Ghana sika na ya UC na say mo invest was ade ni mu na asemu sign ho esan ko chef foforo ase a asa oman na mpese mo boneka eno na Yewura Osei Edu Twum no na education minister achim say sesi ano project ahodo aduowotwe a wo mo pa ho ntoma ne dai no ebi ohokra e-block school ni bi na won pa ho ntoma ebi nso ho a ne a wo ma sha ase kra na we no STEM schools ahodo fefe no ye de share adesua se kwan foforo so a ebe se abrochire standard no eno no de omunya commission yempo ba ku bi sisle gompa na sa school no the way am time no me koye to amomahu bibia ekoso e wasa school mu da on be commission wa chem se by December 2nd na oma commission sa school no sanso no se ba ku bi zo weja eno no de ka ewiase afa na nyina school dan a ye fe nesi baby a ye fe wo wiase afa na nyina sa weja school no wachirim se wo gina soro ho wo je mframa a wani tuapo wani tiansuo wotu wani a wani jaze bibia e wo se ohwema wa adwe mu sane oni nyina atwa yes school dan ho ahia abusia we yade a anika fe mesre mu network no de we ana no mu de achen HD version no enche bia me de beto amanya bia hwe na mo ahye amadofo ne abusuafo ahu se oh my God, musisi ade bibia asesa o kan no school dan konkonte ene ngaten kwan no ye free sa abre ni mu sisi a chalk kura no uko schools ahodo mu anya chalk ene ye use bi into blackboard nso a chia ira sisi a no ye modern age eno nti white board ene omu use a marker ene omu de tworo so kan no na nka SHS na akwa a uhu sa na mani bi sisi ade nkwadan ketengete motofo antotofefe nyina no eno ne de trauma de sanso no chese STEM schools ni de wo mo board a na nkan blackboard asisi a graduate e de akọ whiteboard e use marker no sisi STEM schools no mu de enye enu bi eno no touch screen screen ankasa ene se wo kira kwada ABC na wose yebo ABC di nwomu a blackboard no asisi a enye blackboard screen no connected to internet tenansi omia ABC no so enwom no pese ogbo a omia so a na de na ko na abo nwom na mankola na hwe video a na abo amoma hwe ntiche se modern ultra modern ye de ultra kan se ma ultra modern ebusu Hi Ghana News TV so medin na se fa hwen bobo video yi won asom asene na trading agency na abronya ebai ope abrochire enioma aduane nioma a ye difia abrochire aba na emo anwa ni nyina ne boda form na ope bi ato de ama wabusuafo my Ghana mu abomodian ne frɛ ANS trading agency wo mo special mat ewo my Ghana mu ha supermarket papa abrochire niam nko a na wo mo eton ewo eho na ma me ma omo store number no ha me ma store number no se be ya uhia no anza ofre omo a fast na wo mo age wo so na onsaka omo a omo je wo so na omo deliver the amount abusua otu aka na omo deliver the amount abusua ma me ma shop number na ANS Trading Agency 055 29 44 177 055 29 44 177 from na order aduane no order say ye mo aifi abrochira ba obenya after me nkwada aduane a obenya che say bibia ye ton supermarket de obenya bi wo ho ba we no ne down so no say UK any German brands enom de aba my Ghana mu ha enti no oto ya na deliver the amount enkoto wa abrochiri nsa mfa ma door to door for mo ho kam fama price a obenya o UK nsa price na obenya o Ghana ha enti eka no no so ba se wanya atodada na so do niam aba my Ghana mu afre ANS Trade Agency o number se o screen is 0249170423 so o Ghana ha na so de niam akwa abrochiri from na omo nje mfa nkoma omo ne edifa wiem hye na ne kyen ya na onipa nsa kantie ye wonam bi na wato na waho na opeso de kwa abrochiri de frɛ no ombe deliver de amount sanso na wontade bi o milone Ghana niam bi a wabusuani o wa abrochiri pɛ no watch say to efa mane na oto ho a ombetimi deliver the amount abusua enye ye nurse nko na ebo ama Ghana adwadi akonkan na emom abiexpress.com ni awomo ye ne se bronya ebe promotion papa Ghana ntade ne Ghana enuane Ghana nioma a wo pebi ato akwantu mu a age se utobi wo Ghana ha na ya shipe de abrewa ma wasan aboka foforo no www.abiexpress.com na ekoto sa na mani nyina ewo ho na woto ababi a wo wiase afa na nyina no won be deliver de ama sanso na so ye Ghana ni wo pam atade wo ye nwin kente wo nwin toma ahwene ne Ghana ne ma nzunya atofo a bomodin a we atadwe wate de ne ko www.abiexpress.com www.abiexpress.com abiexpress.com na eco register ho fa na mani gu ho na efa ne prices ni nyina ka ho na atofo a ewo aman hodo so enhunu na omonto a abiexpress.com ebeje e de akọ wiase afa na nyina ba bia wo bia abusua ha na me de wo esi a update ni nyina no mebo modern na me de abrel enti menko ba bia mesrewa ko Ghana News TV ewo YouTube na subscribe se be abribia no ye ba ye bebo modern na ya mawo exclusive no sa back to back sa live ne live ye betwa de amount nya aye post production de enso no ye bebo modern na de amount abusua ha Ghana News TV so midin no ene Nana Sefa Hunibobo Nana Sefa Hunibobo abusua midi usi anuma da wase a ma yenhwe wei emra sesia
Menu makwa sa sempa kane se menam na meti asempa na mama ne a na ma no keka me anyambia wate ANS Trading Agency Limited nka se wo ka se door to door for no de ane watwa esanse obie ne wa wo se wo ho sa door to door business nim wo nioma wo UK a wo de ko Ghana ana se Germany a wo de ko Ghana 3 to 5 weeks e bekwa kodu nipa ne puno no se try na de mo demonstration ko wo se adwuma de ewe mu ne se wo ho bo no e da fom se boko ANS Trading Agency Limited e wo air freight special service and nioma ne ye fa play intintempa na akwa kodu obetima fa sa akwa we ya so de nioma free Ghana akwa UK ana Germany FGG dem which na also agina ye na men drop bomb ANS Trading Agency Limited pe and a 40 footer any 20 footer container ye fa UK ediko Ghana ana Germany ediko Ghana omo manioma ye mere import o export o dem there for you omo Ghana na money 0249 170 423 UK has over free 0790 802-7527. Germany 09173-771-2733. Ubenya ANS Trading Agency Limited. Our West Croydon ANS Trading Agency Limited. Quantum Brantem. Wana beboya baso. Maybe next time you fill up from the bebro. Menu makwa sa sempa kane se menam na metia
let's say Abiexpress.com. abiexpress.com de minia ya de mo Ajatofo ni abanyina ni apoabo ano ni ade abeku abiexpress.com e na wo bi free Ghana ana Africa empabo ana satade kente papa bi na wo pe na wo dia dada wo ho party ase ana bibia wo hwe bia bra abiexpress.com ya de apoabo ni amanu o ya de bre wo kwa abiexpress.com ya de mu ahwenie e na wo hwehwe wo Europe abrochire ana wo America Australia no ho ana wo na that's Asia now tie na bia wo bia ensuro kura e no ne so ba abiexpress.com na de wo hwehwe no wo sabeka abiexpress.com we de mo abiexpress.com we de papa
and learn skills that match global standards. Our goal is to make Ghana's workforce competitive and capable of driving national development. These TVET facilities now provide students with access to sophisticated equipment and learning spaces. For instance, modern tools in various institutions have brought a new wave of students into the TVET programs, with young women and men breaking traditional gender roles in fields like engineering and brickwork.
I'm the principal of the Applied Technology Institute. The Applied Technology Institute is one of the numerous state-of-the-art institutions established by the President of Ghana. We run all programs: electrical engineering technology, fashion design technology, wood construction technology, and ICT.
Essentially, we have looked at education within the context of access, within the context of quality, within the context of relevance, and within the context of relevance, we seek to provide quality education for all. And I always say this, that you cannot educate 21st century students in 19th century buildings and expect 21st century outcomes.
We are also establishing STEM schools throughout the country. And so if you want to take a little bit of a tour about Ghana from north to south, we have brand new schools throughout the nation. And our first one in the northeast is in Kwasi, which is a fantastic institution which can hold up to 2,700 students when it becomes at full capacity. We also then now come into Kwasi. Now, Kwasi Tech is an existing school that has been given its own set of 12-unit block of science labs to turn them into a STEM institution also, and they're doing fantastic work there at Kwasi. And then we come into the western north region, and we have Awaso. Awaso is another model STEM school that can hold up more than 2,000 students when it comes into full capacity. And then we go into our two brand new schools in Busun. We have Busun Boys Academy, known as Busun STEM, and we have the only all-girls STEM school in all of West Africa, which is called Busun Girls STEM School. We have our High STEM Academy, and so our high school has a small STEM center in which they have a portion of their students. We have a STEM center on site in which the students from our high school can learn engineering.
From the emphasis on science, technology, engineering, and mathematics education is to prepare the next generation of Ghanaians who will be able to compete in this fourth industrial revolution. So I'm excited students can now do manufacturing high school, the fact that we can do aviation and aerospace, students of Efiakubiam girls have taught us some useful lessons. Even through a club, they now develop drones and fly the drones. I showed pictures of it, video of it a few months back, and they were clap for us.
A cornerstone of Ghana's education reform is the free senior high school policy, introduced by President Akufo Addo to eliminate tuition costs and other financial barriers so as to broaden access to secondary education.
We define basic education and make it compulsory from kindergarten to senior high school. Free secondary education. for the commencement of the free senior high school policy.
Since its launch, Free SHS has transformed the lives of thousands of students, particularly those from disadvantaged backgrounds who would have previously been unable to attend secondary school. The Free SHS policy has also driven a significant increase in gender parity. For the first time in Ghana's history, more girls than boys are enrolled in secondary school. This shift demonstrates that eliminating tuition fees removes gender barriers and provides every Ghanaian child with a fair chance at education.
Before free secondary education, for every 100 boys, there were approximately 68 girls in our senior high schools. Then came free senior high school, and now for every 100 boys, we have 106 girls.
I am a beneficiary of this free senior high. This free senior high helped most of us to be able to continue education after we graduated from junior high school. Gone were the days that most ladies used to go to Kejitia to do Kayayo and able to come back later on to come and resit to go back to senior because they didn't have the financial support from their parents. The free senior high helped most of us to go to school because it catered for our school fees, our books, and even our food.
Ghana's educational transformation is not just about policies. It's about reshaping the public school experience to fulfill the dreams of our youth. With over 70% of Ghanaian students enrolled in traditional public schools, often called Saito, these spaces are the foundation of our nation's future.
My visit to St. Barnabas, Anglican High School, the closest to the ministry, taught me some lessons. I entered the class as someone who went to an Anglican school. I recognized the blue color, and I said to myself, something needs to change. We went back to Barnabas with a contractor, and today Barnabas Learning Environment has seen a major transformation. That is what our country should be about. When we look at buildings in places like Jetokoe, Southampton, the old classroom buildings that have now been transformed tells us a useful lesson that we can, if we want to.
Under the leadership of President Nana Addo Akufo Addo, this transformation began with a vision to elevate public schools across the country. The Ministry of Education has intensified these efforts, revamping schools in places like East Legon STEM Academy and Accra STEM Academy, creating vibrant learning environments for all students. Another exciting step forward is the newly approved Gifted and Talented Education Program. Recognizing that between 6 to 10% of students may be gifted, this program will identify and nurture children with exceptional talents or academic abilities. With these initiatives, Ghana is reimagining public education, transforming classrooms, fostering equity, and creating a supportive environment for every student to realize their full potential. Ghana's educational transformation is deeply rooted in digital literacy. Recognizing the importance of technology, the Akufo Addo administration has made significant investments in digital tools and infrastructure, ensuring that students in even the most remote areas have access to quality resources. One key advancement is the Ghana Knowledge and Skills Bank, an online resource hub developed with World Bank support. This platform offers students and teachers access to e-textbooks, lesson plans, and research journals, making world-class education accessible from any part of Ghana. Ghana's educational transformation is not just a set of policies. It is a national commitment to excellence, equality, and opportunity. Through strategic investments in STEM, TVET, basic literacy, digital literacy, and free access to secondary education, Ghana is setting a new standard in Africa and the world. The boldness of the free SHS policy continues to capture attention, even among the most influential. At a recent event at the University of Cape Coast, honoring the Asantehene, His Royal Majesty Tumpo Sejuju II, this transformative policy found a central place in his address.
There's no doubt that the Free Senior High School program is the most audacious piece of social intervention in our Fourth Republic.
The achievements of the Akufo Addo Edu Min administration in educational infrastructure are remarkable and inspiring, reflecting the government's commitment to national development through transformative education. Over the past 8 years, the government has delivered 1,741 basic school structures constructed to support foundational education. 570,000 units of basic school furniture supplied to improve learning comfort. 1,458 secondary school structures built to accommodate the growing student population. 851,608 units of SHS furniture provided to furnish secondary school facilities. 2,690 vehicles deployed for educational purposes, facilitating transport and logistics. 217 science laboratories established to enhance practical science education. Completion of 32 of the E-Block projects started by the previous administration. The government's commitment to public school transformation manifests in the transformation of various dilapidated schools into modern learning centers and the springing up of new state-of-the-art educational infrastructures, exemplified by the Kwabenya Kindergarten in the East Municipality of the Greater Accra region. This is the Accra STEM Academy, situated in the heart of Accra, in East Legon. It is one of the many model schools springing up throughout the country, testifying to Ghana's commitment to future generations through STEM education. Each of these model schools stands as a symbol of innovation, progress, and opportunity. Accra STEM Academy will serve students from kindergarten through senior high school, offering access to world-class science and robotics labs, inviting dining areas, modern restrooms, and comprehensive facilities that meet international standards. Here, students have everything they need to learn, grow, and excel. Here, we see Vice President Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, the Honorable Minister of Education Dr. Yao Osei Edu Min, and the Member of Parliament for Ayawaso West Wogon constituency, Honorable Lydia Seyraman Hassan, inspecting the final preparations, a reflection of the government's dedication to providing accessible, quality, fee-free education to every child in Ghana. Owned by the government and built for the people, Accra STEM Academy is an investment in Ghana's youth, brought to life by the vision of the Akufo Addo Edu Min administration. As its doors open, they open to opportunity, learning, and the empowerment of future-ready leaders. The Accra STEM Academy, along with all the STEM academies, is not just a school. It is a promise to the nation's youth and a profound step towards a brighter, sustainable future for all.
Thank you, Honorable Minister for Education. Thank you, distinguished guests. Thank you, our friends from the Ghana Prison Service. Thank you, students. Of course, thank everyone for coming. And yes, thank you. And we'll end on this note that thank you all. And yes, I understand fire service is also here. So you are all deeply appreciated. Thank you for coming. God bless you and God bless us all. We are done. Thank you. All right, so let me pray, closing prayer. We began in the name of the Lord, and of course, the other day he said, where 2 or 3 has gathered in his name, his presence is there. We indeed acknowledge the presence of God, and he's been so helpful throughout this event. We are appreciative, and what we say is that God should bless the Minister for Education. God should bless everyone that made this possible, and God bless us all. Thank you.